Okay, well, I had to stop under this tree. I don't have any umbrella today, but I make a video response to a guy who sent me a message. And here was the message, and I want to make a response to it. He and I think it's a he, she and I have been going back and forth about whether or not a time machine verifies that Jesus is God. And the message was sent to me, excuse me, out of breath. I killed my umbrella yesterday on that ride, and I don't have an umbrella, and it started raining again. So I'm actually digging it. This is great, but my iPhone's getting wet. So anyway, get to the point. The statement was that if I had a time machine, and I could pick all the people that I could visit, with the time machine, that eventually I'd come around to wanting to visit Jesus Christ, and at that point verified that showed that Jesus Christ is indeed God and Lord. That and I think the implication there was that anyone would, in their heart of hearts, want to meet Jesus because they knew that Jesus was God. And so this person and I are going back on this in a bit, and I wanted to respond because the question was really amazing. Here comes the thunder. The question was really amazing to me because it illustrated a lot of why I don't quite get it. Because really, if I was given that time machine and I were to choose a person, at the top of my list of the people to visit would probably not be Jesus. It would probably be Oscar Wilde. If I could just spend an evening with somebody and just have a few drinks and get to know him a little bit, I think that it would probably be the likes of him. But I don't know. Jesus might be in there somewhere. But then the person wrote back to me and said that I was beating around the bush. That I was trying to elude the point that because what I said to him was that. If a time machine became available to me, I would be so dumbstruck by the fact that a time machine existed, so astonished by the fact that it existed, that one, I would be spending all of my time trying to understand it, and two, I would probably be very hesitant to use it because I wouldn't know what the ramifications of use of such a machine or how to properly use it, assuming it didn't come with instructions or a guide. Whoa! There's a real stream coming down from up there onto my iPhone. So that's what I said to this person. I said, well, if a time machine came to me, I probably wouldn't use it, and I would be so amazed by it that I wouldn't even be thinking about who to visit, at least not for a while. But then that person wrote back and said, oh, you're beating around the bush. You're avoiding the point. It proves my point. And then I wrote back and said, but if I really, let's say I get past that, and I didn't mean to avoid his question. So let me try to address his question. And now I've decided I'm going to use the time machine, put all aside my concerns and my curiosities about it for now. I'm going to use it. Where am I going to set the dial to? There's almost no chance that there's going to be any human beings anywhere near where I'm going to set that dial to, assuming that it's a space-time machine, right? I can be various places in space and time, and that it's safe from environmental factors, right? Maybe it's sealed in some way. First of all, I set the darn thing back to, to me, the real stuff I want to see are the epochs of time before humanity, before Jesus, before man, before primates, before any of that. I'd love to see those too, but I'd set the Wayback Machine back to the time. I want to see the Carboniferous period, for example, and the giant, 3-foot insects of that period, and the dragonflies and the like. I'd want to see how the atmosphere changed. I'd want to go way back even further before life even came into existence. I'd want to see the event that brought the moon into existence, when that Mars-sized body collided with the Earth and spewed off all that stuff. that was an event that I could witness in real time. I'd love to see that. I'd love to go back further still and watch the formation of our solar system and the planets and the sun. I couldn't see that actually happening, but I could actually tour the solar system, so to speak, the nascent solar system there, and see it. I'd like to go further back still and watch how the galaxy how this stuff of our galaxy, not the galaxy, the stuff of our solar system was once compressed inside of a giant star, and how that star burst into supernova, spewing out all those heavy elements into the cold hydrogen clouds, and basically giving rise to giving us the material for all of this. I'd like to go back and see the early solar system. I'd love to go back even further still to the point of watching our earliest, the Milky Way, in whatever form it was way back so many billions of years ago, when a quasar existed at the heart of our Milky Way, when the universe was young, and the quasar was feeding, it was bursting through with so much energy, outshining all of the hundreds of millions of stars in the galaxy itself. That's the kind of stuff I'd want to see. I would have not not very much interest in going back and chatting with other people with brains like mine who are apprehending basically the same place I am. I'd want to go to far and away, the strange and weird and the mysterious places. Does it mean I wouldn't want to go back and see Jesus? Sure, yeah, but it wouldn't be on page 1. It would not be on page 10. It may be somewhere back in the addendum way in the back, because that's just the kind of guy I am, back there where. But I would say up there on the top of the list for humanity, I would want to meet the more esoteric, the more the people whose vision is bordering on the verge of madness, because those are the people who I think really can see some things. Okay, I'm going to sign off for now, and thanks for sending me that message. I love to respond to everybody. I try to respond to everybody. Send me an email. I'll respond. I may talk about you here. I won't use your name necessarily unless you specifically tell me, but I may talk about you here. Hey, it's a great place, and it's great for me to learn from all of you guys. Now I'm going to venture back out into the wet. Go home and have a great evening. You guys do the same. Have a great whatever. Take care.